Today we're also going to be working with two-step equations, except this time we're going to be writing two-step equations from word problems. All right, so now we're going to get into the fun part of the lesson, word problems. Yay! So for these, we are going to write an equation and solve the equation. Let's look at this problem. It says, in the 2004 Olympics, the United States won 11 more medals than Russia. Together, they won 195 medals. How many medals did the U.S. win? Now, what I would recommend when you're trying to solve a word problem like this is let's start with a basic equation. We know that we have the United States and Russia, and together they won 195 medals. So if I write an equation saying the U.S. plus Russia equals 195, that's going to be a good start. However, we can't solve this equation because we don't have enough numbers in the problem. So now we look for something else in the problem to help us out. It says the United States won 11 more medals than Russia. So 11 more than Russia. So if I'm going to write that, translate it, 11 more than Russia would be 11 plus R. Now, where does this go in our equation? Are we going to plug that in for the U.S. or are we going to plug that in for Russia? It said the United States won 11 more than Russia. So that means instead of the letters U.S., we're going to go ahead and put in 11 plus R. Once we have that into our equation, now we're going to bring down the rest. So we have a plus R and an equals 195. Now this is the equation we're going to solve to find how many medals, in this case, Russia won. So let's draw our river. And it looks like we need to do some combining of variables here because we have 1R plus 1R. That would be 2R. Bring down our plus 11 and our equals 195. All right, so here's our term with our variable. We are going to get rid of the 11 first, so we're going to subtract 11. 2R is equal to 184. And then divide by 2. So R is equal to 92 medals. Now, did the question ask us for the number of medals that Russia won? No, it said how many medals did the U.S. win? So from here, you can kind of do this a couple different ways. If we know that the total number of medals between the two countries was 195, we could take 195 and subtract 92. That would tell us how many medals the United States won. And so in this case, the United States won 103 medals. All right, let's go ahead and try another one like that. During the spring car wash, the Activities Club washed 14 fewer cars than during the summer car wash. They washed a total of 96 cars during both car washes. How many cars did they wash during the spring? So we have two car washes going on. We have a spring and summer car wash, and we know that the total between the two car washes was 96 cars. So first let's start with a general equation. We have the spring plus the summer car washes needs to equal 96. Now let's go ahead and figure out what else we can plug in. It says during the spring car wash, the Activities Club washed 14 fewer cars than during the summer. So if we're going to write that as an expression, the spring is 14 fewer than the summer. So that would be like saying the summer minus 14. That is how many they washed in the spring. So here, where we have the word spring, that's where we're going to plug in the summer minus 14. Now let's bring down the rest of our equation. So we have plus, I'm going to abbreviate this with an SU for summer, and that equals 96. All right, so let's draw our river, and let's do some combining of like terms because I do have a summer and another summer, so that would be 2 summers. Bring down the minus 14 equals 96. All right, so circle our term with the variable. We're going to get rid of the minus 14 by doing plus 14. So 2 summers are equal to 110. And then divide by 2. So 1 summer would be 55 cars. Now we just need to check and see if that's what it asked for. It says, how many cars did they wash during the spring? So if they washed 55 cars in the summer, we know the total between the summer and the spring has to be 96. So we're going to take 96 minus 55, and we get 41 cars. There you go. All right, let's go ahead and try another problem. Suppose the current temperature is 25 degrees. It is expected to rise 2 degrees each hour for the next several hours. In how many hours will the temperature be 37 degrees? Now with this type of problem, let's see if we can figure out, first of all, where are we starting? The current temperature is 25 degrees. Now what is happening after the temperature is 25 degrees? It is expected to rise 2 degrees per hour, so plus 2h. We want to know when is this going to equal 37 degrees. So here's our equation. Let's draw our river, circle our term with the variable, and solve for h. So first we're going to get rid of the 25. So we have 2h is equal to 12, and then divide by 2. So h is equal to 6. So in how many hours will the temperature be 37 degrees? 6 hours. All right, next question. Cindy is 7 years older than her brother Sam. Their combined ages is 23. How old is Cindy? This kind of seems like another one of those problems like the summer and spring, where we're first going to write a generalized equation. We have 2 people here. We have Cindy and Sam. We know that when you add their 2 ages together, you get 23. So let's start with the equation C plus S equals 23. Now we look for more information. Cindy is 7 years older than her brother. So Cindy is 7 older than Sam. We're going to take this expression, 7 plus S, and we're going to substitute it in for Cindy because it's Cindy who is 7 years older than her brother. So here I'm going to put 7 plus S, and then I'm going to bring down everything else in the problem. So I have plus S here equals 23. All right, so on the left side, we need to combine some like terms first. 1s plus 1s is 2s. Bring down the plus 7 in the front, and the equals 23. So now let's solve for s. Circle the term with the variable. Get rid of the 7. 23 minus 7 is 16. And then divide by 2. So S is equal to 8. So Sam is 8 years old. Is that what the question asked us? No, it asked us for Cindy's age. We know that Cindy and Sam together are 23 years old. So if we take 23 and subtract 8, we get 15. So that means that Cindy is 15 years old. Okay, and here's the last question of the day. Sonny has $120 saved in a secret drawer. It costs him $15 per week to eat lunch. After how many weeks will he have $45 in his drawer? So first, let's start with how much money he has. He has $120. Now, it's costing him $15 per week to eat lunch. So that would be a deduction because he's going to have to pay for that amount. So it's minus $15 per week. And we want to know how long is it going to take him to have $45 left. So here is our equation. Let's go ahead and draw our river. Circle our term with the variable. If you notice this time there's a minus sign in front of the 15, so we're going to circle minus 15W. Now we're going to subtract 120 from both sides. This is going to leave us with negative 15W equals negative 75. And then the last step will be to divide by negative 15. So W is equal to 5. So it's going to take him 5 weeks, and then he'll be down to $45. Okay, nice job, everybody. Way to hang in there.